Varsity hockey right here on the LI Sports Network for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. With Ryan Brannigan on camera and on color, I'm Brady Campbell. The West Islip Lions take on the Kings Park Commack Knights in what is set to be an important duel for both teams. I mean, you got West Islip, who rough opening months to the season, 2-10, Ryan, but certainly they've hung in some hockey games. They're still towards the bottom of the standings. A KPC team who was one of the top 4 teams last year, 6-5. They were off to a great start. They started 3-1, but they also have to find their footing a little bit. On paper, this might be a get-right game for them, but you can't sleep on the Lions either.
You can't look past any opponent that goes for any league, especially here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. And West Islip, they have 2 wins under their belt for a reason. They've got some good players over there. Going to look to be improving that 2-10 record, 2-3-10. Obviously not out of the playoffs just yet. And they've got quite a goaltender in between the pipes, Brady, don't they?
They absolutely do. Colin Hovanek, 6 starts. Don't want to necessarily talk about the goals against, because all things considered with the record and everything, but he has kept them in some hockey games, and he has kind of been a sleeper, maybe a sleeper as well, potentially for an all-star game bid. Who knows? The stats might not show it, but the eye test certainly does. These 2 teams did meet back on September the 29th. It was an 8-0 win, though, for KPC. You think the Lions certainly want to be out for revenge. A hat trick from Mezzasalma in that game for KPC. They did drop their last one against Sachem 8-1. And the Lions' last game, a 10-3 loss, also against Sachem back on December 3rd. So both these teams ran into the gauntlet that is Sachem. They're both looking to bounce back.
Yeah, Sachem really have had KPC's number this year in that opening contest, losing 11-3 to the Silver and Gold of Sachem, and who have had their struggles as well this season, not running away with the Suffolk County Hockey League division by any stretch, I should say. And for KPC, definitely an opportunity to get 2 points. They're not going to want to let a 2-10 team come in and take that from them, but that is what we could very well see here tonight. And 2 great goaltenders in Burke as well as for KPC. It's Burke and Jackson Murray. But it looks like tonight
it's going to be Burke.
It'll be Burke.
There's only one goalie out there. He's wearing number 29 tonight. And Ryan, of course, for those that may have missed it, was on the call last night for perhaps one of the greatest nights varsity-wise in SCHSHL history, as 4 of the top 5 teams
regular season
squared off. Yeah. I knew I left out a couple words there. But
yeah,
it was an insane game.
On paper, definitely. You had, in case you missed it, East Islip going up against Smithtown Hauppauge. Smithtown Hauppauge beat up on EI earlier this year, 8-2. They both were 10-2 going into that game last night. And spoiler alert, Smithtown Hauppauge flexing their muscles, a 6-2 win for them on the back of 5 unanswered goals in that game. And St. A's stay strong with a dominant 7-4 win against Northport Huntington. As what's going on at the top of the standings.
That's how things are shaking out at the top. This one a bit more middle to bottom, but still important for these 2 teams. It's a battle of the Tylers between the pipes. Burke against Sapoff, and I knew something fell off. Hovanek, the only goalie currently listed on the roster of West Islip. Meanwhile, Sapoff listed as a forward, and he's going to get tested right out of the gates, and KPC strikes first. It is Joseph Mezzasalma picking up where he left off back on September the 29th.
Quick start for KPC. Ain't messing around tonight. From the slot, nice little, almost like a swim move that you see from a pass rusher. Beautiful finish and early start for the Knights.
Well, that was quick. Just 24 seconds into the hockey game. The Knights open up the 1-0 lead. Mezzasalma had that hat trick last time out.
Gabe DeCurry would disagree and say it's not that quick. But sorry, Gabe. I think it's pretty quick as well.
It's the opening minute, let alone half minute. I'd say it's pretty quick as they come back looking for more. It's Hoingman in. Turns to the circle and cuts back. Throws it towards the slot. It's intercepted there by Raymond Pierce. Pierce brings it out. Couldn't get through. Ebley. Knights will clear.
One of the strengths of KPC this year, their depth. Up and down the lineup, really no weaknesses.
Icing against the Lions. So I don't have Sapoff's goalie stats right in front of me because he is once again listed as a forward on the roster. 1 assist as a skater.
On the occasional night off, you'll see, much like Sam Bickler of Pat Med, the goalies take a turn at forward, try to get a goal on the resume.
KPC wins the offensive zone draw, goes back to work here. Gila up top. Shot from the line, rings the bar, and that goes out of play. How about this heavy wrist shot from Jack Volpe?
Oh, he's putting everything into this one. Oh, Volpe into this shot. Nearly beats Sapoff. And no offense to Hovanek, but I was referring to Sapoff on that lead-in, Brady, of excellent goaltending for West Islip. As Sapoff a season ago in the All-Star game showed just how good he can be.
So now we got the stats up here. We'll pull up in just a second. 4.62 goals against for Tyler Sapoff as his Lions get a chance and it goes wide. In 18 games started, which I don't know if that's correct. They've only played 12 games. It goes down the ice here.
Maybe his career? I don't know.
Borzamato gets to it. On the other side, of course, you have Tyler Burke. 5 games started, 7 played this year, 2.72 goals against. He's 4-1.
Yeah, he's been great for KPC.
A lot of goalies making their case for the All-Star game this year. Ryan can confirm that.
Oh, man.
Our group chat. So we're trying to figure out which goalies are going to get the nod.
It is an impossible task, truly.
Towards the line it comes. Scott holds it in, but it's gloved and played out back to center now by Peter McCann. Turned right back around. Jacobs flying in. Took the stick right out of the hands of Lucas Thompson. Goes towards the line, just out of the reach of the intended target. And Connor Kovacs all the way down. Kovacs up the board for Jacobs. Jacobs under pressure. Has it knocked away. A wrap try right towards the crease. Just knocked wide off the stick of Albertelli. Cleared out by KPC, and this will indeed be an icing as it wasn't touched from center. 11:19 left, first period. Only goal still 24 seconds into the hockey game. A very quick goal from KPC and Joseph Mezzasalma.
Saw something similar in the St. A's game I called last night where St. Anthony scored within the first 30 seconds of the contest and were held off the scoreboard for the majority of the rest of that first period. See if we have a similar occurrence in this one.
Chipped out by Nicholas Brown. He's got Kovacs with him. Brown to the circle. Takes the shot. Missed high. Wraps all the way around. Haberman back towards the goal. He missed as well. It comes back to the line again for Volpe. Volpe already hit one post. The defenseman weaves his way towards the goal. Takes it behind. Gets locked up now by Matthew Rao, and it's Abrams trying to work it free. Eventually, though, it is taken by Matthew Casino, and he gets it out. And here come the Lions back over the line. Wrist shot off a stick and wide. taking that one to better. Now the ref in no hurry to get out of the way there as Volpe streaks back in. Volpe, Kovacs, alone back to Volpe. It just hopped under his stick.
Very unselfish play. Maybe too unselfish.
Now streaking out of the Lions once again. Jonathan Grande stripped of the puck by Brady Ebley. Ebley back in. His shot slowed up. Sapoff made the save. Look out.
Whoa.
It was put behind him, and somehow it stayed out.
Brady was right there.
That hit the post. I have no idea how that stayed out. I didn't hear anything.
I don't know how it got behind him either. He didn't know it. One of those rare instances, the goalie oblivious to a puck sitting that close to the goal line in behind him.
Well, we're going to get another look at it. Ebley does a nice job here weaving his way in, just throwing it towards the goal, and then as a smart offensive defenseman does, he goes to track in his rebound. I still don't know exactly what that hit. The Lions catch an important break, and the game stays 1-0.
Perhaps it hit the friends we made along the way, Brady.
Well, the post is the goalie's best friend. Common knowledge amongst the hockey world. Giacomo DeBetta hops his stick, but goes right to his teammate in Tyler Sapoff. That's not correct. He's in the goal. That's Brendan McMahon. Had to happen at least once.
Would help if they had names on the back of their jerseys. They
Yep.
and St. A's, the only teams without. Or
No.
Northport Huntington, yeah. 3.
Known West Islip forward, Tyler Sapoff, as Lucas Thompson brings it in. Thompson retrieves the puck, has a teammate in front, doesn't matter, he buries it, and the Lions have tied the game.
Ew! Disgusting shot, Brady.
How about this one? Last night's best worthy from the low circle.
Threading the needle. Looking like a grandma set to start her sewing for the day. My goodness.
File that one under Ryan Brannigan's Suffolk County analogies. 8:49 left, first period. That's definitely one of my favorites.
It's like I don't like write these down. They just come to me, Brady.
Rich shot right off the faceoff, goes wide from Delio. It's KPC looking for the quick response. Comes out Haberman and Jacobs will go back to get it. This is Jacobs. Banks it out to Borzamato. Antonio Borzamato keeps it moving. KPC back in. Shot from the outside. Swallowed up by Sapoff. Thompson's goal unassisted as well.
Now you mentioned he had the potential option to go for the seam pass in a cross. But with a shot like that, why not?
This one comes right towards the crease off the faceoff. Back out Haberman, traffic in front. I believe he hit his own teammate Borzamato, who was screening Sapoff. That time no screen, he makes the stop. Thompson's second goal of the season. Big one to tie this game.
Well, surprising, isn't it? Only his second.
For sure, especially with the shot he put on display right there. KPC back in Sapoff, another save, and the backhand fired wide by Argilla. Slid wide again. KPC ratcheting up the pressure here. That one may have been deflected by one of the Lions, and it was stopped by Sapoff.
Yeah, great shift here for the Knights.
Jacobs off a stick and wide. Halfway through the first. Locked up at one apiece. Delio. Tied up, good work that time by Casino. Comes to the line, Jacobs trying to dance his way around. He does. Jacobs to the slot. Another big save for Sapoff. Right through the crease, out to Haberman. Down to the circle. Goes Aaron Haberman. Forced back again. Great edge work here from number 25 in white. Trying to cut through. Still with it. Backhand try missed. Borzamato picks it up on the half wall. Tried to make a move, lost the handle. Lions clear it out.
Boy, do they need that clear. Dominance from KPC for nearly a minute.
Lions sneak 4 off. They'll get their 5th off now as Delio comes back in. Shot fought off. Loose stick here, still in the circle. Hoping it doesn't play a roller. The Lions, who are about to go to a power play, as that shot from the outside gets stopped. And it's going to be a tripping call. It's taken down with Jack Fiffield.
Hey, he does a great job there of keeping the feet moving. Best way to draw a penalty is keeping those skates moving through the contact. And in a 1-1 tie, Brady, West Islip, they get the power play. Chance to take the lead here.
Borzamato retrieves his stick, and Butch Goring would be proud of Fifield, keeping the feet moving to draw the call. Face-off win KPC. It is Connor Kovacs in the box for tripping, and Brown hammers it all the way down.
Butch still on the call often, is he?
He is. They're bringing in Hickey and Clutterbuck as well, but Butch still, of course, has his moments of brilliance on the mic. Cleared out by KPC. West Islip not generating too much. Sapoff draws Brown towards him and moves it away. Fifield lost it in his skates, kept it away from Abrams, but Volpe takes it, and here's Jack Volpe, shorthanded. Great defensive play, diving down by Thompson. Volpe, though, still with it, just eating clock here. Carter wrestled it away, and then chips it back out. Evely up the board, stretched across for Brown. Great shorthanded work by this first unit for KPC. We're halfway through the penalty. West Islip just forced to clear it down. It goes past Scott. No icing.
No real chances here for West Islip, though, on the power play. Great kill for KPC.
5 minutes left in the period. Jacobs will just steer it in. Only a half minute left. Stretch pass, look out, a near breakaway on the power play, but it turns into an icing.
Maybe just a little too much mustard on that pass. Wide open. Yeah, defensive breakdown, Brady.
Jonathan Grande all alone behind the defense. Long stretch pass. Just a little bit out of his reach. 4:39 left in the first. 20 seconds left on the penalty. Face-off deep in the Lions zone. They get the win. Mezzasalma, though, wrestles it away and gets it deep. Matthew Rao, a little miscommunication. Nearly stolen away.
Not nearly enough urgency behind the net there.
Giacomo DeBetta, 2 seconds and 1. Back to 5 aside as he tries the tough angle, and it's stopped. Burke makes another crucial save to keep this game tied up. Big hit there. Sets up a potential chance as Pierce laying the body early on. Definitely can recognize him. He's wearing, looks like, an older model of jersey for the Lions, number 28. Look out here, a clearing attempt. Hit one of the Knights, but they recover, and here's Hoingman back out. Chopped at the blue line.
A good step up for Rao.
Turned around by DeBetta. Albertelli couldn't get it deep. Hoingman keeps it moving. Oh, what a move. Mezzasalma looking for his second. And flashing the leather is Tyler Sapoff.
Sapoff says, you get one past me, not two. What a glove save.
Of course, Hoingman Mezzasalma put 3 behind Sapoff last time these two teams met. Sapoff certainly becoming accustomed to those chances as that one stayed out as well.
No way.
Not sure Borzamato would have got that to go. That one goes. And KPC gets the lead right back. It's 2-1. That initial chance, Borzamato, not sure what it hit or if it would have counted, but he stays with it.
Delio
throws it towards the goal, and right on cue, Delio. Big rebound off the end boards, off the outside of the goal, and he's just able to jam it through.
Not quite like the Cal Ritchie goal, in which it went off the end boards right back out in front. No between the legs needed here. But, you know, these boards at the rinks, they're quite lively, Brady.
They certainly are. We see a ton of chances each and every game. As KPC, another opportunity. Delio from a tough angle. That one is stopped by Sapo. Borzamato wins the puck away, but his shot gets blocked. 3 minutes left. Streaking out was Allen, but the pass didn't get through. And back in, Delio, teammate going towards the goal. He's looking for Argilla, got by him. And with a uniform full of snow, it's cleared out by Hovanek, who is indeed playing forward tonight. Back in, Haberman flying the zone, and he is stopped by Sapo.
Now, we discussed this on a prior broadcast, Brady, but it is one of those things unique to hockey where you put a goalie out on forward and they don't look too out of place. You put a forward in between the pipes, and it's just nightmare, isn't it?
Certainly is, but they seem to settle in as the game wears on. You know, of course, obviously early on, trying to get a feel for the position, but the duty is simple, stop the puck. But the execution is a bit more difficult for even the best of the best. And here comes West Islip again. Shot in and out of the glove, rebound, score! And once again, the Lions come back and even things up.
Go to the net, Brady.
Good things happen. And how about this opportunity? The initial shot, Nicholas Albertelli, certainly a creator offensively.
And then casino night.
Matthew Casino with the tuck. His first goal on the campaign. Big one here with 2:09 left in the first. Gets the game tied up. Pascal looking for Ebley. Maybe a jump in the step here for West Islip as Thompson put the pressure on. Pascal, though, outlets to Mesosoma. Joseph Mesosoma takes it wide, takes it low. Separated from the puck by Thompson, goes up to Ebley. Ebley shot. That got through, and that caught the pan of Sapoff. 100 seconds left in the period. Giveaway to the line. Jacobs down to Pascal. Checked hard up high by Thompson. Replay on. It goes up to Jacobs. Jacobs holds the line. Goes to Mesosoma. From the circle, it hit a body and goes wide. It hit off of Matthew Casino. Correction, that is Jack Fifield, number 86. I know we were looking at the roster. The way it prints, the numbers are slightly off from the names. I do my best to draw the arrows, but it is a little tough. But it is Jack Fifield who gets his first goal, first point of the season. And that is an icing with 59.5 left to give Jonathan Grande the helper.
Oh. It is that time of year. Jack Frost would be freezing up. It's ice cold at the rinks, ice cold outside the rinks. Perfect time for Fifield to get goal number 1. And how about this first period for West Islip? Getting out of it tied at 2, I would say, is a win, Brady.
Still a minute left.
That's
Offensive
true.
Zone draw win for Borzamato, centered it, and it's taken away and skated out. Here comes Pierce. I had no idea where you were going with that analogy when you said Jack Frost, but you made it work somehow each and every time. West Islip hits a body. I believe Scott in the back and goes high.
I think I'm just projecting at this point because I can't feel my toes, Brady.
Matthew Rao. There is no rink colder than the rinks. Penalty upcoming, I believe, against KPC.
Yeah.
On that battle. It's cleared out and we'll get the whistle with 23.6 to go. It's a hooking penalty upcoming.
Not many opportunities or chances on that first power play for West Islip. They'll get a second look here. You want to just have more zone time. And with that, get pucks toward the net, bodies to the net. You saw on that 5-field goal, scored on a rebound. That's what you want to look for.
It's Jack Volpe sitting. What he hopes is a full 2+ minutes with the intermission. Face off to the left of the goalie, Burke. But it's cleared down. As time runs down.
Yeah, gonna be tough.
Delio, a steal, and Thompson takes it right back. 10 seconds to go. Rush up the ice. Does West Islip have one more left in them? Pierce sweeps it in. Are they going to run out of time here? They will, but they will have a minute 37 of power play time left to start the second. As they responded each and every time to the first 2 goals of KPC, we've got a hockey game after 1 period of play.
That we do. All I can ask for. And confidence should be building on that West Islip bench.
As we said, they've been in so many games this season. They'll start the second with the power play when we come back here on LI Sports Network. Back for period number 2 right here on the LI Sports Network. It's a power play for a minute 34 for West Islip here. Tied at 2 with Kings Park Commack in the back and forth first period. Both teams plenty of chances. The goalies keeping things tight. And now the penalty clock just ran to 1:27. The game clock's at 14:52 before we even drop the puck.
I think they'll fix that, Brady.
Yeah,
doesn't seem right.
The scorer and the refs are all over it. Brady Campbell alongside Ryan Brannigan for our first of 2 varsity games. We already treated to a stellar developmental game in which Sachem, another 1-goal victory as they were able to hold on against Northport Huntington.
Reminiscent of the Chiefs last year, eh?
Yeah, not quite this year.
Not this year.
A steal, breakaway on the power play. Great recovery by Nicholas Brown as he wrestled it away from Giacomo DeBetta. DeBetta back with it though. His shot hit his teammate Pierce in front. And then he takes the puck back. Fresh legs here for DeBetta, but a great poke check by Borzamato forces it out.
And Brown with that not so fast defensive play. Breaking up the breakaway.
Lee Corso-like.
Indeed, I always forget his name.
McMahon ahead, Brown the steal.
He's the mascot guy to me.
He is. Lions hoping that Brannigan will get the Lions headgear after this one as Pierce comes back in. Pierce to the circle, jammed it on goal somehow, or at least close, just missed. Half a minute left. On the penalty, point shot goes wide. This is Grande.
Much better looking power play for West Islip than their first one out.
Scissor play with McMahon. And he scores! Through traffic in front. Lions take their first lead. It's a power play goal. I know you like that one, Ryan. It hurt to say it.
With the Islander beanie on.
Grande, though, with the shot from the right circle, sneaks it through. Shout out to the great Sam Rosen.
Looks like Lucas Thompson will pick up a primary assist. And what a Grande goal it is. I do mean the Spanish translation of big, as it puts West Islip ahead 3-2. I mentioned how that power play looked much better. Well, they cash in, so certainly so. And we've got ourselves a potential upset in the works here. Brady, I might have to get that Lion's head.
Delio streaks back in for KPC. Big reverse hit. Sends one of the Lions down. Goes up top. Scott, as the Knights looking for the quick response. Tyler Sapoff says no.
Oh, great recovery here from Sapoff. Yeah, here's the replay. He's got to square up to the point for a open look chance that deflects off a body, quickly transition to the left, and Sapoff made it look seamless.
Lions looking to clear. It's held up by Jack Scott. KPC trying to avoid dropping back to 500 after a 3-1 start. Shot with traffic in front, misses. This is Nicholas Albertelli. Fighting his way out. Abrams on the back check. Centering pass. Fightfield tried to jam a quick one-timer towards the goal. It was blocked. Volpe. Quick cut. Volpe trying to make up for the penalty that handed West Islip the lead. Goes back to the corner. Ridden off the puck that time from Rao. And a big check in the corner. A centering pass all the way through, and Volpe just pulled it wide. What a seam pass that was.
Beautiful.
2-on-2 paddle, and it's cleared out.
Yeah, Volpe will have a nightmare or two about that miss.
Knights getting a change in as Rao will take advantage of the fresh real estate up the ice and gets it deep. Haberman, another quick cut to shake free of him, and now the defenseman caught up on the play. Has some help, though, behind him. Haberman able to fight through to the circle. Dropped it off. Skate to stick. Abrams couldn't get a shot on. Good defensive recovery. It's held in, though. Some Lions caught outside the blue line, but the pass a bit behind Haberman. It's helped and cleared down the ice by Nicholas Albertelli. Thomas Albertelli leading the team with 5 goals coming into tonight and 8 points, 3 assists. McMahon dumps it in. This is Jacobs to Hoingman. Dangerous pass. Ends up, though, on the stick of Mezzasalma. Joseph Mezzasalma trying to dance through, and Sapoff comes out to poke it away before he could get his stick back into position. Hoingman takes it behind the goal. Up top, Haberman, circle chance, save made. Left arm stop, Sapoff aggressively to the top of his crease. Pascal was open, the pass got slowed up. Pascal left point, trying to cut back. It's taken hard into the boards, and a 2-on-1 for West Islip turns into a 1-on-1, and Thompson lost the handle. That was Allen that fell down at the red line. 3-on-2. Hoingman fakes the drop pass, curls back, and well, the ice is slippery out there tonight. He falls down again. Thompson clears it ahead.
Yeah, this just in, ice slippery.
In comes Hovanek, plays the body, goes down to the ice. It's cleared ahead. Delio, 3-on-1. Delio down the wing. Delio looking for Ebley. It got all the way through. The Lions had numbers, but they couldn't get it through Volpe at the blue line. 2-on-1 now. Delio Argila going to the goal. Say May. Rebound. Wouldn't go. Oh. Similar to the second goal for Kings Park.
Tyler.
Rebound. Trying to jam it in was Delio. This time, Sapoff just reading this game perfectly, reading KPC perfectly from the last game as well. He puts it off the outside of the goal, and somehow Sapoff able to reach back and cover it.
Yep.
Certainly learned from the first matchup. Under 10 minutes left in period 2.
Full extension of the left arm for Sapoff. He's looked all right. Kidding, of course. He's been fantastic here tonight.
It's been a goalie duel. Volpe towards the goal, blocker save. Easy one that time.
Delayed penalty.
And the penalty upcoming, I believe, first power play for the Knights upcoming. It's a cross check with 9:48 left in the second. And to the box goes DeBetta.
Well, West Islip 1 for 2 on the men advantage here tonight. See if KPC can tie the game. Not a sentence I think I'd say. 9:48 left of the second period, but here we are.
Tie up at the dot. Ebley swoops in to take it. Goes behind the goal. To the point. It just got out there for Mezzasalma. Makes a move to the circle. Across one-timer. Pascal, it wouldn't go. Looked like there was room on the left side. Traffic in front, though, and it stays out.
Yeah, not sure if Sapoff got it or was blocked in front. Either way, big opportunity missed from KPC.
Mezzasalma takes it up the ice, looking for the coast-to-coast play, and this shot slowed up and stopped by Sapoff, who gets the whistle, and another look at that last save prior to the whistle. How about the game from Joseph Mezzasalma? Has a goal already. So that's a Pascal Ovechkin-like. Not sure what that hit. Pretty good positioning by Sapoff either way. A steal. Fifield couldn't catch it. Mezzasalma on the strong back check. Kept that shorthanded chance from developing. Volpe in to the circle. Knocked off his stick and out. And Mezzasalma will be the first one to it.
Yeah, great read from Fifield on that last one. Even though he doesn't get the potential breakaway the other way, the clearance good enough.
Back in come the Knights halfway through their power play. Pascal centers it, no one home. Volpe had it knocked away. Fifield fighting for it. It hit his skate. Goes to the line. Line's looking to clear, and a great stick from Grande does the job. Mezzasalma back in. Curls at the half wall. Throws it towards the slot. Pascal directed it towards the net. And then took a bump in the far corner. Half a minute on the penalty. Volpe, D to D. Back door, Hoingman just on the wrong side of him. He still got the shot away. Save made! How does it not go?
Not out.
Not out is right. That shot wide. Hoingman on it. Final 10 left. But we get a whistle.
Is the net off?
I believe you are correct, and it does look like Sapoff is trying to adjust it as we take another look.
Oh, you said it, Brady. How does
Hoingman has that chance. He's a righty, though. If that's on his tape, he had a chance at a one-timer.
Oh, fan.
Hard to see, but, I mean, you could certainly take the assumption. There's another incredible save by Sapoff, and then a couple whacks, and he kept it out from his side as well. Best penalty killer has to be your goalie, and it certainly has been, and he's had help in front of him as the Lions get the clear. 2 seconds and 1, already sitting up on the ledge of the boards, and now back onto the ice is DeBetta. Huge kill for West Islip. Haberman turning, moves it ahead to Argilla. Dilio gains the zone. Half a hockey game played, 3-2 West Islip. What a pass! But it was in between the skates of Haberman, and he couldn't quite settle it. Jacobs under pressure. Gets away from DeBetta. Now Pierce delivers a check. It's still available. Borzamato wrestles it away. Throws it right through the top of the crease. Comes to Albertelli. And Pierce down behind the net. And it looks like once again the net comes off. It's Morans. .708 remaining, second period of play, first of 2 varsity matchups. Coming up next, Connecticut Sayville against Ward Melville. 2 teams hungry for a win themselves as well. Jacobs goes down to Argilla through traffic, hit a body. Borzamato back in front. Only found the stick of DeBetta, who gets tied up by Haberman. Lions emerge with the puck. 2-on-2 up the ice. Albertelli's pass, it's offside. It was intercepted by Dilio. Pierce, though, a stride ahead of the play.
Yeah, I understand what's going through Ray Pierce's mind as You've been hemmed in your own zone for long stretches. You get a rush up the other way. You want to try to take advantage of it, try to time it perfectly, and just a half step ahead of the play.
Puck sitting available there, and it's directed on goal where it's covered by Burke as Allen was able to swing at it and get his team an offensive zone draw. Back and forth first period. Only one goal here in the second. Power play goal for Jonathan Grande has put the Lions in front for the first time tonight. They're looking for more. Look out here, though. Abrams springs Brown one-on-one. And a great recovery by Thompson. And then he knocks Brown down to the ice in the corner. Here's Abrams, half wall. Dangles through, puts it right to the slot. Only blue jerseys there, and it's cleared back out. Ebley takes a bump from the linesman, though, and keeps working into the attacking zone. Ebley looking short side high and pulled it a bit.
Had room up there.
Brown as Kovacs towards the slot. Pass slowed up, almost got through the Scott, but it's cleared out. Knight certainly coming with some pressure here, but the Lions holding strong defensively. Stretch pass, knocked down by Abrams. Could have been an odd man rush for the Lions. Still could be a 3-on-2. Into the zone, dropped off. Hovanek fanned on the shot, and here's Abrams. Up to Brown, 2-on-2. Brown dances to the backhand in the slot. Quick cutback. What a move, and Sapoff responds with the blocker.
Way at the top of his crease. Love the aggression there from Sapoff.
Flipped out and on goal. The full 200-foot flip. Turnover. Quick shot on by Fifield. Stopped by Burke.
Good idea from Fifield.
Two lines collide, and Mezzasalma nearly behind the defense. Sapoff a head fake and moves it around the boards. That would have been a 2-on-1 for the Lions instead of steal. Haberman curls back, under 5 minutes left in the second. Looking towards the front. That took a deflection out high and nearly caught Sapoff leaning the wrong way. Volpe down to Pascal. His pass slowed up, rolling out to Volpe. D to D. Shot from the point, misses. All the way around and cleared back out. Pass by Volpe, up in the air as it got blocked. Grande reaching for it. Haberman kept it away from him. Grande holds the zone for a moment. Now streaking out Mezzasalma. Has a lane down the wing from the circle, looking to roof it. Bit too high. It wraps all the way back out. Pascal for Haberman. Haberman dancing through neutral ice. Lost the handle. Recovers. Takes the pass to Volpe. Haberman, quick turn. Separate from the puck. Still throws it down low. Pascal couldn't find it in his skates. That's locked up. And the Lions look to clear. Albertelli into the skates of Casino. Couldn't find it. Hoingman. Great shift here for the Knights. Can they leave it with the score tied? Mezzasalma. Pascal from the circle, miss. Nearly drilled his own teammate behind the goal, and Hoingman. Volpe dances through again. Volpe had his stick tied up. Another defensive stand from the Lions, still in the zone. Pascal blockered up into the netting.
How about that, man? Tyler Sapoff.
Volpe with his second similar play tonight where the defenseman just dances through everybody. Sapoff reaching out for the poke check. Had some help as well in the form of Brendan McMahon, who was able to tie up Volpe at the last moment. Nearly a highlight reel goal. 3-2 for West Islip, still with 3.5 left. Sapoff didn't see the shot. Made the save and got the rebound as well. Jacobs knocked down by Pierce, who gets it out. And Ray Pierce, 3-on-2. Ebley got a stick on it. Pierce still towards the front, knocked away. 3 minutes left, and Delio, the steal, banks it on towards Argilla. Delio to the goal. Argilla shot, same man, gets his own rebound. Tried to send it out in front. He hit the apron. Carter trying to poke it to the line, and it gets out. Pierce, good stick. Pierce over the line, drops it off. DeBetta, drag, shoot, save made. Pierce was tied up, looking for that rebound chance. It gets cleared out. Delio couldn't reach it, and the Lions get it deep again. And it angles on goal, and forced to cover it is Burke.
West Islip with the 1-goal lead, Brady. Obviously not the best strategy to keep the lead is getting hemmed in your zone such as they were. But holding on they are as the third period looms. Longer this game goes, I have this feeling, West Islip will get more confident.
Second period, final 2.5 left. Can either team get a crucial goal to close it out? DeBetta slides it through, angled into the crease, knocked away at the last moment. That was Carter that got a stick on it. Brown charges back in, but it's offside.
Yeah, just slightly ahead of the play there was Jacobs coming up from his defensive position. And potentially a frustrated group of Knights there. Sapoff has been outstanding.
This is a Lions team that lost 7 straight to start the season. They got a 4-2 win over Pat Med, who's the only winless team left. Lost the next 2, got a 4-3 win over the Patriots of Ward Melville, who we'll see in action next. And then dropped their last game to Sachem, who is just on fire right now. Here's Brown. Brown to the slot. Recovers. Shot blocked. Still alive in the slot. Wrestled away by McMahon. Goes up the boards. Volpe pinches down. Volpe from the circle. Save made Sapoff, and he's got the rebound. The second chance goes off to the corner with less than 100 seconds left in the period. Lions clear the zone. There's Volpe under pressure, nearly stolen away. Brown able to help him out with the recovery, taking it away from Jamie Allen. Brown knocked away by Casino. Casino gains the zone. Brown, though, up into the ceiling and out of play.
Certainly not a low ceiling. So that puck directed 90 degrees into the air. Close to it. West Islip, more importantly, they get an offensive zone faceoff and much needed reprieve from how much time they've spent in their own end.
And they win it, backhanded towards the goal, quickly covered by Brown. On the backhand, tried by Nicholas Albertelli. 68 seconds remaining in period 2. Comes free again. Albertelli couldn't reach it. And the Knights start out. Mezzasalma trying to creep through. The pass missed him. And it's an icing with 59.2 on the clock.
If you're West Islip, you limit the second chance opportunities and the odd man rushes, and you very well could find yourself coming out in front in this game.
And they get to the third with the lead. Can they get to the third with more than a 1-goal lead? Centering pass, top of the crease, jam towards the net. Haberman poking at it, trying to get it back to his goalie, and eventually does.
Hey, you heard the, or maybe you heard the official. I heard the official. Loud as can be. Loose, loose.
47 left. Knights trying to survive a late push now. They clear the zone. Was it deflected? No, it's another icing with 36.8 left.
Yeah, if I'm West Islip, I'm putting my big guns out. Trying to take advantage of a couple of icings here for KPC. Sure, they could change on the icings, unlike in the college game and other levels, but seemingly reeling right now.
Right off the face-off, it was one forward. West Islip looking for more as it popped out to the side of the goal. Hollingman takes it. Fifield works it down the boards. Taken away KPC, final half minute. Mezzasalma Towards the goal, angled on, and it just went through the back door. Pascal out of his reach. Mezzasalma turns and shoots, blocked. Final 10 of the second. Haberman looking for the equalizer. Dances to the circle. Haberman stick save it. Hit the shaft of the stick of Sapoff. And KPC runs out of time in the second. And we go to the third, a 3-2 lead for West Islip.
I think Jacob's expression says it all. With the stick up behind the net, hands in the air, like, what do we have to do to beat this goaltender?
It seems like it's going to take a lot. They got 15 minutes left to do it. West Islip looking for the upset. We'll be back with the third in just a moment right here on the LI Sports Network. Just 15 minutes away are the West Islip Lions from stunning and knocking off the KPC Knights. With Ryan Brannigan, I'm Brady Campbell. A 3-2 lead for West Islip. Riding the back of Tyler Sapoff, who has played a great game tonight through 2 periods. But what about the third, Ryan? Sapoff trying to lead his team to victory. The Knights had a 1-0 and 2-1 lead, but the Lions come back each and every time in the first. The lone goal in the second. Power play goal from that guy right there, number 22, Jonathan Grande.
Yeah, what a big goal for Grande, and a steak dinner is in tow for Sapoff if he keeps this up. And
oh, look at this!
Whoa!
Oh, he springs Grande! Scores! Are you kidding me? And Grande immediately going to his goalie and the bench to celebrate.
What did we just see?
One of the greatest goals I've ever seen. Sapoff, the full-length clear to Grande, and then how about the effort from Grande? Epley catches him. He's going down and he jams it home.
That's got to be the goal of the year, Brady.
It currently is right at the top. And sorry, Gabe, just 26 seconds into period 3. The Lions have the 2-goal lead on one of the greatest goals I've ever seen.
It was perfect because it's so easy to go offside there, Brady. The patience of Grande to not do that.
And while doing that, knocking that puck down, because obviously he was on edge a bit too. Haberman right back in, wrap try, Sapoff with the right pad. He is feeling it. Foot race, Argilla's going to win it this time.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But a steal. Fight field towards the goal blocked. And Jonathan Grande with back-to-back goals, and how about that on game sheet? Yes, you were reading that right, from Tyler Sapoff.
And not just a save and it goes the other way and it's a goal. No, that is one of the better assists you'll see from anyone.
This angle's on goal. Jacobs goes behind the net for Haberman. Turns over again. Gonna be a good look here from the slot. No, great defensive play. And potential numbers here for the Knights. Kovacs just out of the reach of Abrams. Moves it down the boards. Thompson hustling all the way back to even up the numbers. Makes the play that time. And the Lions clear the zone. Oh, stumbling down though, Thompson. Brown trying to kick it free. Doesn't get much on the shot. Went for the between the legs try and didn't get it. Thompson just hammers this down the ice. It'll be an icing. He gets the assist, and then how about this save on the wraparound moments later?
He can do it all. Tyler Sapoff, have yourself a night. Ladies and gentlemen, where were you on the night of the Saponet? The Sapoffening? Messed that one up, but Tyler Sapoff can mess nothing up right now. He is fantastic, providing offense and obviously doing his job of keeping pucks out of the net.
Pascal chopping at it. Scott stick lifted. It comes back out. Pass ahead towards DeBetta. Didn't get through.
And you can see that his teammates, they're all seemingly playing much better off the back of their goaltender. He really has inspired this Lions squad.
Mezzasalma, fans on the shot, throws it across for Hollingman. Too hot to handle. What a turn there by Hollingman, and he scores! So KPC gets the response. And once again, their top line doing the work. It's 4-3.
And not so fast, says Hollingman. As you mentioned, the angles here. Watch the spin. Whoop. Creates the space. And
Gets
then
a pick from the ref. A little bit. Not really. The defender fell down, but.
Wicked wrist shot, though, as well.
How about that? From Hollingman, a highlight reel goal of his own. And now the Knights trying to swing the momentum back here. Back in they come. Hollingman drops it. It angles on goal. Sapoff plays it away. Still 12 minutes left. Just 3 minutes gone in the period, but you could certainly see the Knights starting to feel it now. Trying to sense a comeback as that one slides right through the top of the crease.
Yeah, they really needed that goal.
Ebley towards the goal. Don't believe it was deflected, and Sapoff made the stop. Still available behind the goal. The net, I believe, may have popped off. It looks like the net's off, and finally the ref blows it dead.
That's quite an eye you've got there, Brady. I'm running the cam, and
I got to give credit to one of the parents of West Islip who shouted it out. Then, of course, my eyes went to the goal.
An honest man he is, Brady Campbell. He's trying to give you some credit. He said, no, I don't need any of it. No, please, no credit for me.
So West Islip maybe catches a little bit of a break there as they're now being run around here in their own end. Fifield, though, will take the puck, wrap it around. That'll go out past the reach of Ebley, and it will be an icing or slows up a bit. And it is waved off.
I'm shocked that was going to be an icing regardless, as Ebley seemingly made it.
For it.
He was reaching for it.
He was pretty close. He was close enough to it.
That's what I thought.
Well, catches a patch of snow there and slows up nicely for the Lions as Borzamato streaks back in. Borzamato, Argilla going to the goal center, and they score! After the goal of the year, the Knights, not so fast. They come right back to tie it.
This is a fantastic pass off the stick
of Borzamato.
Borzamato, yep. The leading scorer of their JV team a year ago, making the jump up to varsity and looking good doing so there as Borzamato ties it at 4. Plenty of time left here in the third period. KPC feeling it.
Argilla able to jam that one past Sapoff, and here they come again. Argilla's got his third goal of the season off the great play from Borzamato. Can the Lions stifle the momentum? They get a steal. Knocked away, though. Argilla moves it ahead to Delio. And on the pass, Pierce puts a shoulder into him. And it's swept back out to center. And this one will slow up as well with 10.5 remaining. Set up for a fantastic finish here on the LI Sports Network. Here's Delio. He's got a goal tonight. Takes it wide. Delio streaking in. Sapoff holds on. And then Delio takes a shot after the whistle, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Now let's take a gander at this chance for Delio. Great job to move to the outside. Takes it on the backhand and sweep it to the forehand. Goes back against the grain. What a save from Sapoff. That is so difficult. Great job from Delio doing everything but scoring.
Brown wins it a bit too cleanly. Split his own defense, and Ebley's got to hustle back to get it. This is Volpe. Volpe just got it away in time. Look out here. Kovacs nearly took it away from Rao. Had some help, though, from Thompson. Now Thompson under pressure. Brown has had himself a quietly good game here tonight. Cuts towards the goal. Here's Kevin Abrams. Banked out to Brady Ebley. Returned down the boards. Centering pass blocked off that time and intercepted behind the goal by Dylan Carter, who backhands it tape to DeBetta. 2-on-2 with Pierce. Pierce, nice cut, but he lost the handle. He'll get back on it in the corner and play it back to DeBetta. Tried to jam it towards the net, but Kovacs works it back out, and from the red line, it's deflected in by Abrams. Pierce goes hard around the boards. Volpe steps up to get it. 9 minutes left. Volpe, another great move. Slid it right through the top of the crease. No one home in the white, maroon, and gold. Volpe again as Brown got knocked down. Drops it off. Kevin Abrams shoots, saves Sapoff.
Just seems that West Islip are running out of gas here.
Fifield and Brown come together along the boards. Brown to an open area of the ice. Ebley gets to it. Steps down the wall. Ebley slides it on from a tough angle. It's loose in the crease. Cleared away. And the Lions will try to sneak a couple off. They'll get one off as Volpe comes back in. Volpe to the front. I believe Sapoff kicked out the flipper there to deny that chance. Pascal has it knocked away, and the Lions running out of gas here. DeBetta still got some steam left. Allows his teammates at the very least to make a change. Defensive pair gets off. It comes back to the line. Held in McMahon. Takes a shot and scores! Through plenty of traffic in front. Looked like the LIE going to the goal. And it's 5-4 West Islip.
And a car got a piece of this puck, Brady, if we're sticking with your metaphor. Shot originates from McMahon. Again, they just barely get the puck out of the zone, start to make that change. Yeah,
you're right. Yep. That might be Grande again.
Well, Grande having the grandest game of his season thus far. If that is the case, it would be his hat-trick goal.
So they're giving it to McMahon. I believe you're right, though. So officially in the score sheet, however, it does go down. That's not the goal for McMahon as Scott's shot is gloved by Sapoff.
Well, I'll be right back, Brady. I'm going to run down and tell him it was Grande's goal. So
it would be McMahon's first. He does lead the team with 5 assists, so he'd likely pick up his team-leading 6th apple right there. Don't think it matters too much for the Lions.
No.
So they have the lead halfway through period number 3.
And these Lions showing a lot of guts tonight.
Another giveaway. Fifield, he's got one. His try blocked by Jacobs. Aberman gets it out. Mezzasalma to Pascal. Couldn't get the shot through. Great defense from McMahon. He's doing it at the full 200 feet tonight. And he backhands it out to Fifield, one-on-one against Jacobs. Fifield to the slot, to the circle, just steers one on along the ice. Save made by Burke.
And it's tough position for Burke as he hasn't faced too many shots, hasn't had too much pressure.
Drop pass, Mezzasalma hit Pierce as he went down to block it. Haberman, good job to hold it in. Now has to move it quickly away from Fifield, who's been lurking this shift. Pascal, say big rebound, taken away. Ebley, that could have been a 2-on-1 going the other way. He got in front of that pass. Hollingman towards the front, backhand try Sapoff. With the save, back in the crease it goes to Haberman. Top of the circle towards the goal, blocked. And leaking behind here is Thompson. Fifield couldn't get it through to him. He'll just go deep. It hits Ebley. And the Lions will get 4 players off as the Knights regroup. Pascal heads off. Porzamato replaces him.
A good idea on that last sequence by Thompson.
Matthew Pascal down the wing. Pascal towards the front, just shot it wide.
Oh, great rush up the ice.
Goes
Pascal.
down, takes Ebley down with him. Pierce couldn't get it past Mezzasalma. Good work by Joseph Mezzasalma. As Haberman going to the front, gets it through Hollingman, jams it on from a tough angle, save made, and it's cleared out. This will be an icing against the Lions.
And diving across his goaltender to clear that puck out that time for West Islip.
This is the last chance. I do believe that's number 27, Nicholas Albertelli, as we want to take one last look at the go-ahead goal.
Still a very good game for Grande, but yeah, Albertelli with the go-ahead goal, I would say. Although they're still crediting it to McMahon, I believe they are.
Indeed, that would be the 3rd of the year for Albertelli. It's McMahon unassisted right now. And this is Fifield with 5.5 left. Gets the return feed. Fifield to the circle, that hit the post. Burke seemingly in good position and got a piece of it, and then it caught the outside of the iron.
Yep, Burke's had it, as I was mentioning before. It is tough as a goaltender to get into a rhythm when you're not facing consistent shots as he hasn't tonight. And then those high danger chances when you haven't gotten into a rhythm, very tough.
Porzamato stays with it with 5 minutes to go. Towards the slot, off the skate of Delio, turns and shoots. Save made by Sapoff. Comes to the line, Volpe. D to D Jacobs on the saucer pass. Shot through traffic, hit Porzamato and goes over. Porzamato towards the front, hit the outside of the goal. Argilla digging away at it, wrestles it free. Takes a bump as he goes up the boards for Jacobs. Down to Argilla. Takes a shove from Grande. Long battle here. Puck along the kick plate. Lions not complaining too much as the clock ticks to 4:15 left in regulation time.
It's absolute chaos down there, Brady.
Porzamato digs it free. High slot, looks, shoots, blocked by Grande, and it comes out. Volpe takes a bump from Grande. Delio now picking up steam. Right in front of us, cuts the slot. Delio swallowed up by Sapoff.
It's a great save on a great chance created by the individual effort of Delio. But what's even more impressive, Brady, is there wasn't a rebound.
Yes, most of these shots not generated in tight have not generated many rebounds from Tyler Sapoff as KPC an early timeout here with 3:48 left. Trying to drop the tying goal.
Something I've noticed, Brady, since West Islip got the lead is that the KPC defense have really been aggressive in pinching, and there's been opportunities for odd man rushes the other way for West Islip to extend this lead. Now they can rely on their immaculate goaltender, Tyler Sapoff, to close this one out down by 1. But I have a sneaking suspicion, Brady, that they're going to need one of those goals on where you just catch the defense being too aggressive. And we've already seen a couple of odd man rushes in this period alone for West Islip turn into goals. So I think that's what they're going to need. There's still tons of time left in this game.
Absolutely. We'll see with the coaching staff at KPC telling them, obviously drawing up a play, but also just how aggressive they get. They still have, as you said, plenty of time to get the tying goal. But they see if the coaching staff tries to have one guy kind of linger back to avoid that odd man rush up the ice, as West Islip will come out of the timeout looking to hold on to this victory, as KPC not pulling a Patrick Waugh. 3:48 to go. Burke still in his cage. Mezzasalma off the draw shot block. Hoingman right through the crease. Haberman on it. Takes it behind. Centers knocked away. Lions looking to clear. It'll come across forward to Betta, and he'll skate it out to safety. Ebley ahead. Taken by Grande, just puts it to an open part of the ice. Could be an icing here as it slides down, and it is. Good idea. Just put a bit too much on it.
Yep, as you just said, good idea. It's a little too much on it. The execution just slightly off. And for KPC, another offensive zone face-off. But also, as you mentioned, Patrick Waugh not in the building tonight.
Back to Haberman. Shot may have been deflected up high, though, and a standing save from Sapoff.
Good idea for KPC. They get that point shot with traffic in front. They think it did redirect. Sapoff in good position.
Gotta be alert there as the face-off. Right on goal there from Hoingman, and he made another save, and it's cleared down the ice. Ebley, as it slows up to avoid the icing, seemed to reach out with the glove and then pull it away at the last second. But the hockey god's not on his side there. Mezzasalma under 3 minutes. Coming right down the slot, fires one wide. Hoingman back on as Sapoff late to turn there, but he got back into position in time, and it's cleared down on goal.
If you're going to rip it down ice like that, you better make sure it gets on goal.
Haberman on for Ebley. Hoingman just stays onside as Ebley towards the goal. Save made! I believe it hit the skate of Hoingman. Stays alive. Mezzasalma was stopped. Pascal couldn't reach the rebound. Ebley through traffic. Somehow he picked that up and got it with the blocker. And it's clear down the ice. Out of his goal to play it will be Burke on what likely would have been an icing.
Parents rooting for KPC to my left going, no, Burke other plans.
We hit the final 2 minutes. Mezzasalma to the slot, he scores! He got the opening goal 24 seconds in. He's been quiet since, at least on the score sheet, but he evens things up with 1:54 left.
Mesmerizing. Mezzasalma doing it himself, dissecting the defense. Whoop, around you. Stutter step, cut to the middle, and just inside the post. Goal scorer's goal. Ties it at 5.
114 seconds left in regulation. Now we'll see if KPC here generates that momentum and tries to steal 2 points in regulation. Borzamato back in.
Certainly a deflating goal for West Islip, but as you mentioned, you got to at least get a point out of this.
Behind the net, Borzamato sends it towards the front. Sapoff gets in position. Back door! Oh, what a save! And he gets the rebound. Game-saving Sapoff.
Brady, I'm flabbergasted. This is ridiculous. Tyler, relax. All right, relax, okay? That's unbelievable stuff right there. No way that should be stopped. On the quick ricochet turnaround, gotta go. Oh my God, Brady.
Pierce trying to chop it out, couldn't get it through. Borzamato right down the slot, blocked by McMahon. And then McMahon the steal. Goes up to Pierce, jams it out, or at least he thought he did. Jacobs the steal. Fifield broke his stick. Borzamato stopped. 60 seconds left in regulation. In an absolute thriller, Argilla Spins a backhander towards the front. Dilio holds it in. Missed the net. Casino around looking to clear. Jacobs clears the broken stick away. Fifield doesn't have a stick. And what could have been an on-man rush. Pierce gets the red and puts it in.
Smart play.
And then puts a check on Jacobs, who wraps it around. DeBetta trying to hold the zone. Half a minute left. Delio charging ahead. Delio to the slot. Argilla couldn't settle it. Volpe trying to dance through again, and does. Volpe to the backhand. On goal, Sapoff save, and we get a whistle. As it was cleared away, the net is off. 15 and a half seconds remain.
Another good net drive there from Volpe, showing off the mitts. Just not able to get enough underneath the shot. It's a tough play on the backhand, and now a timeout has been called, I believe, by West Islip.
As they are trying to survive this KPC. Just rushing up the ice. Pushing for that tie. They get the tie, and they're hungry to steal that one in regulation time.
It's been a wild third period, Brady. And
of course, we started with the goal of the year, Grande from Sample.
Has to be, right? It's top five, easy. Top three.
Top three, easy.
Easy, I think, yeah.
Then KPC, two quick ones to tie it. Trailing by 2, and then the teams trade goals. McMahon, his point shot looked to be redirected by Albertelli, and then Mezzasalma with just 1:54 left.
You thought that might have been the goal to clinch it. I said there's too much time left. That was with 3:48 left. With West Islip's 5-4 lead, I ended up being correct. Not trying to pat myself on the back or anything, but just showing respect to KPC and what they've done in this game, which is put a ton of shots towards Sapoff. Ton of grade A's. He's been fantastic, but can only withstand that much for so long. Can he bring them to overtime?
13 seconds left. Goes to the corner. DeBetta taken down to the power play. Goes West Islip. The clock was stopped for a moment, but we play on.
Yeah, wait, what's going on?
KPC never touched the pucks.
Everyone stopped.
Everyone kind of stopped.
Everyone stopped.
went to the bench.
I was like, what is...
I was wondering what was happening. I was like, why is play stopped here? But the ref did never blow the whistle.
Oh, my. This game is
West Islip.
Bonkers.
Well, they'll have a chance to steal it in regulation, but it'll have to be a shot to the net right off the draw. Nonetheless, looks like in all likelihood overtime, and Grande will be the man to try and do it. But Hollingman, great play off the draw, gets us to a fourth period. 5-5, a full 2-minute power play for West Islip upcoming.
And this has to be their chance to get their second point. They have played exceptionally well tonight, all things considered, especially the result of the first time these two teams faced off. A lot of growth shown tonight for West Islip, and for KPC, short for half the overtime period, but you still have a chance to redeem yourselves in terms of what the expectations were going in and come away with 2 points.
So West Islip has 5 out there. KPC had 4. Now Hollingman to the bench. Believe it's going to be 4 on 3.
4 on 3,
it should be. Yep. Now DeBetta will go to the bench. 4-minute overtime. If no one scores, we have a tie. But a golden opportunity for West Islip, a full power play for half of the time of OT. Haberman looking for a shorthanded chance. He got it through Thompson, but couldn't catch up to it. Haberman has just been all over the ice tonight, trying to work some clock at the very least. Eventually wrestled away from him by McMahon, and now the opportunity starts for the Lions. Mezzasalma steals the pass to the circle, looking for the hat trick. Stopped by Sapoff, fumbled the rebound for a second, but gets the cover. And this is starting to look like the first power play a little bit for West Islip here. Nothing generated, and the better of the chances to KPC.
Absolutely right, and I didn't mention it off the top, but KPC absolutely can end this shorthanded.
Mezzasalma gets the face-off himself. He'll take it out. and look to reset and eat some clock. At least to get his team back to full strength. Here he comes, and Sapov just got a piece. Jacobs, he'll take it out. Although the aggressive forecheck here on the power play, forcing him to spin away and take it in. Jacobs, what a poke by Thompson. Should win possession back for West Islip. Grande pokes it behind halfway through the power play, though. A minute gone in OT. That faceoff was crucial, and KPC got it and ran so much time off this power play. Now Grande with some room to operate.
Plenty of space.
The zone. Takes it down the wall. Watched by Haberman. That's Fifield in the circle. Now gives it to him. Fifield towards the goal. Save. Glove stop that time by Burke. Sets up the O-zone draw now, though, for West Islip. 31 left on the power play. And West Islip tried to get DeBetta out there. He's way back to the bench by the linesman.
I think DeBetta, he wants to get out there, Brady.
We'll have to wait till at least this puck is dropped. It's to the line. McMahon holds it in. McMahon steps and shoots, and then out of the glove of Burke, knocked away. Haberman, I don't know how he hasn't run out of gas at all, but he turns the puck over at the line. Thompson with the pressure, up the boards, kicked free. Pass, though, intercepted. Dilio should just about do it for the power play. Huge kill for KPC. Keeps this game tied with 2 minutes left in OT. Seal! Dilio scores! Just as the power play for West Islip expired, Dilio gets his second and avoids the upset. KPC gets the victory.
Oh, my. Oh, my, Delio. KPC's MVP tonight. Watch him read this. I don't know if you got all that pass, tunnel vision, and Sapov, who's been so good all night, can't make one last save. What a game.
Boy, you said it. Couple of crucial turnovers in that overtime, and eventually one comes back to bite West Islip, though. I believe it's going to go down as an even strength goal, and what a game. West Islip proving me correct going into the game that they are pushing these teams to their limits. They will get a point and improve to 5 on the season, but a crucial one here tonight. KPC survives and goes to 7-5-0 on the year. They get points 13 and 14, and they now move to 4 points behind Northport Huntington for 5th place and close that gap just a little bit. Patrick Burke, not as busy as Sapov, but what a game from him, and I think Sapov may have just locked up a spot in the All-Star Game and Skills competition.
Yeah, nothing official, but how do you not, right? After that performance, you run out of adjectives to describe it.
What a phenomenal hockey game. My voice was cracking as Ilio was shooting the puck. We still got one varsity game left.
You acknowledged it. I didn't know if you were going to. I was going to let it go, Brady.
I was looking down. I was looking down for a moment. I look up as the crowd's reacting, and suddenly it's a chance in the slot. My voice could not keep up.
No. Where's the seagull? Oh, it's.
That was. Boy, what a hockey game. Boy, howdy, as Ryan Brannigan would say. And for Ryan Brannigan, I'm Brady Campbell. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. The final score in overtime, Kings Park Commack 6 and West Islip 5. You've been tuned in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League right here on the LI Sports Network.